So better than killing your enemies is turning them to your side. You step out of the MTR station and into the balmy night air. An impenetrable wall of clouds, heavy with imminent rain, has blown in from the south. It covers the stars, causes them to wink out one by one. Oh, that's cool. The storm's coming in. Hey, the storm's gonna come in just as the story is gonna get interesting. Hey, these are the Yama Kings. The storm is the Yama Kings? You can smell something on the air, something electric. The wind whips up around you and the clouds begin moving in a thick grayscale swirl. The spiral builds and grows, shimmering with faint amber light. As you watch the clouds roil in the sky, the sounds of the city retreat. A bubble of soft white noise replaces them, wrapping around your head and reflecting your own heartbeat back on you. You look down from the clouds to see the lights of the docks dancing in a warm, saturated bloom. Enjoy the stillness. Head back to the big Texas. Take a shot with your PDA. Let's photograph this. You raise your wrist to capture the view with your PDA's built-in camera. The image swims into focus on the machine's tiny screen as the camera's lens adjusts to the light. And that's when the first twinge tickles your chest, lets you know something's coming. Aha. A moment later, you feel an incredible tightness in your chest. It feels like your heart is being crushed under the foot of a giant. Your vision goes grey and your sense of balance disappears. Gradually, blood rushes in to refill the organ, inflating it like a balloon. Crazy. Willpower 6. Force your body to calm itself. You calm yourself, breathe. Gradually your heart rate normalizes and the world swims back into focus. Something is still very definitely wrong, but you're able to face it with a clear head and a steady heartbeat. That's very cool. You place one foot in front of the other, determined to face whatever this is and overcome it. A tingling sensation washes over you, suffusing you to the core. You stumble forward, and every cell in your body seems to vibrate. The energy thrums inside of you, pulsating, building to an unbearable crescendo. And then you're on the other side of it. You find yourself standing in a familiar courtyard, the walled city. You're back in the walled city, just like in your dreams. You can taste the stench of the place, the mildew and plaster and wet dog stink of the slum. Oh, this is so cool! A dream. This has to be a dream. You try to blink away the image of the walled city, try to blot out the sounds and stench of the slum. You pinch yourself, you don't wake up. Oh, this is so cool! The storm is the Yama Kings! The crumbling facades of tenement buildings lean into one another above you, closing in on either side and creating a narrow walkway. Just like in your dreams, there's nowhere else to go, nowhere but forward, down the path ahead. I'm gonna stay where I am, but I'm guessing we're gonna walk forward anyway. You plant your feet and wait for something to change, for the walled city to fade away, and the Hioi docks to return. You wait for what feels like hours, nothing changes. Okay. Call for help. You open your mouth and shout for assistance, for Gorbert, for Duncan, for Isobel, for anyone who might be listening. The only answer that you receive is your own echo. Alright, start walking. You let your legs carry you forward. You feel a creeping sense of certainty in the back of your mind, and it tells you that you've taken the same walk hundreds of times before. The sense of claustrophobia mounts and builds with every step you take. It feels like you're worming your way forward down a long, dark tunnel. The humidity of the place sticks to your skin. This is really good. As you proceed deeper into the walled city, a low rumble fills the air, the noise of enormous gears in motion. You feel hollow, empty, and with every step you take you can feel that emptiness growing, an unbearable yearning unlike any hunger you've ever known. It'll be better if this actually shows us walking, instead of just standing here, if it just like shows us walking. That would be cool. Um, a low rumble, enormous gears, stop in your tracks. You stop walking, plant your feet, the world stops moving around you. You close your eyes and breathe a sigh of relief. Really. When your eyes open again, you find yourself moving forward. You don't remember telling your legs to walk, but that's what they're doing, carrying you forward, deeper into the walled city. Just like you did in your dreams, just as you always have. Off in the distance, an alien silhouette beckons to you. It's her. The tall, slender thing from your dreams. The elusive figure that you've always been moving toward, but could never quite reach. A crowd of local lines the path ahead, kneeling in supplication. They look emaciated, all skin and bones, clothed head to toe in dirty rags. Examine the kneeling figures. You stare at the nearest of the kneeling figures, a wiry man in his late 20s. He locks eyes with you. Slowly his mouth yawns open. The man has no teeth. They've been pulled, and recently, from the looks of it, his gums are a bloody, pitted mess. As you stare into the black void of his mouth, his tongue comes lolling out. It looks like it was caught in an industrial accident, a swollen, twisted slab of meat. The corners of the young man's mouth twitch upward into a ghastly smile. Well, remember from like the stories from Crafty Zoo stories? If you no tongue, or this is from Isabel. No tongue means they can't enslave you. What happened to you? The man with the ruined tongue doesn't respond. He kneels in silence, staring as your feet carry you past him. Seconds later, he fades from view. Your legs carry you deeper and deeper into the beating heart of the tenements. If you haven't reached the center yet, you must be close. It's incredibly hot and humid in here. The sweat rolls down your body in sheets. Your thoughts go hazy with the heat, and a dim sense of unease takes root in the pit of your stomach. Focus on the uneasy feeling. You try to concentrate on the unease that you're feeling, but you find it impossible to focus. The omnipresent sound of grinding gears isn't helping. Looking up, you can see where the noise is coming from, a hatch. The same door that you saw in your nightmare back when all of this began. The markings on the door are legible now. A single word in faded yellow paint. Prosperity, right? Yeah, I knew it. Prosperity. Suddenly, impossibly, the alien figure that you've been moving toward is standing right in front of you. At the same time, your vision finally clears and ice water runs through your veins. The walled city isn't a slum at all. It's an enormous gaping maw, and the buildings are a forest of crooked teeth. Cool. The thing reaches for you. With inhuman speed and grace, it plunges fingers of polished ivory into your mouth. Slowly, terribly, it begins to wrench your jaw open. You can feel your teeth splinter and break. And... no teeth for you! Rough fingers on your shoulders snap you back into reality. The hand clenches into a vice-like grip and yanks you backwards, off of your feet. You come crashing down to the floor of the Hioi MTR station. You can feel a rush of wind just in front of you, a passing train. That's very, very cool. What's wrong with you, SCKC? Strangler Bao eyes you coolly. Andy Cheng's lost too many runners already. Besides, there are cleaner ways to end your life than jumping in front of a train. Oh, Strangler Bao. Strangler Bao. I was gonna jump in front of a train. Hey, that's so cool. Hey, Mr. Bao, thank you. I owe you my life. He grunts. You're right. Now get up and get back to that floating wreck that you sleep in. You don't get to die in here unless Mrs. Chang says you do. Hey, Mr. Bao, have you been, has the storm been giving you visions? No? Alright, cheers, Mr. Bao. Wait, didn't we have the option to kill him at one point? Alright, I'm gonna spend karma. What am I gonna spend it on? I'm just gonna do more quickness and more dodge, right? Alright, cool, confirmed. I could probably get like a second skill or something. Anyway, I'm committed to being a mage. Oh hey look, there's all sorts of people out here. I wonder if the NPCs all have new things to say. Let's walk around and talk to people. Human transient. A pair of dead-eyed transients lean against the abandoned car, their shoulders slumped. A pile of overstuffed bags lie in a heap on the sidewalk, spilling into the rain-choked gutter. The smaller of the pair looks down, notices that his bags are getting soaked, and does nothing. Seems like he's too exhausted to care. The shorter of the transients slowly shifts his attention to you. His voice comes out hollow and empty. You want a chance. It isn't a question. What's it to you? Well, hopefully she'll let you leave. He nods his head towards the Hioi gates and the open road beyond. That's where we're going. Oh, that's what we're doing. Getting the hell out of here while we still can. Yeah, you probably should. If you're smart, you follow us. Everyone with half a brain is getting out of this place. Not me. Whatever's happening here, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure out what it is and I'm gonna fix it. You're either a fool or you're crazy. Nothing can fix what's coming for the walled city, and Hioi is way too close to that place for comfort. What do you mean, what's coming? You don't know? He grunts. Suppose that you wouldn't. You're an outsider here. Didn't grow up in the walled city like we did. Alright, tell me. To answer your question, they're coming. The Yama Kings, just like the ones in the old stories. Been having dreams about them, just like I did as a kid, but they weren't just dreams this time, they were signs, warnings. This is so cool. What can you tell me about the Yama Kings? That's what my grandfather told me. Respect ghosts and gods, but keep away from them. He stoops to begin pulling his bags off the sidewalk and out of the gutter. Come on, Shen, it's time to go. The Yama Kings are here! You're all gonna die! Alright, do the NPCs have anything new to say? Remarkably, no. They don't have anything new to say. Interesting. Not even in the end game. Human refugee, tried enforcer. Alright, the regulars don't have anything to say. A pair of men, refugees from the look of them, stand near the city entrance. They're absorbed by their conversation, voices low. The elf sways nervously as he speaks, but the human is steadfast. His gravelly words are harder to make out than the elf's, but you can hear the agitation in them. Neither man seems aware of your presence. Telling you, the first chance we get, we gotta get out of here, leave the country. Things are so backed up that even if the walled city were gutted and cleaned tomorrow, we'd still be wading through the fallout. Prejudice wouldn't just disappear. The elf's head dips up and down in agreement. I know, you're right, you always are. I spoke to my sister, she's on board. Didn't take much convincing either. Those few of us who know about the monsters don't want to be anywhere near the city. Things like that, they leave a mark on the place. It'll never be right again. Did you just say something about monsters? Monsters? No, you must have misheard me. No monsters here, only corporate tyrants. What a silly thing to mishear. Monsters. Aha! He let out a forced chuckle. Ha 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 ha. That's right, monsters. He keeps his voice low without breaking eye contact. He leans in towards you. The Yama Kings. He pets the back of his flustered friend. It's alright, Lorne. Might as well start talking about it. Not everyone's gonna believe us, but those who do can prepare themselves, like us. Lorne sways uncomfortably, but dips his head up and down in agreement. The man continues. It started as a whisper, a rumor. The Yama Kings are coming to feast. Coming to feast on us! The walled city. Nom 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 nom. Well, we took it for what it was, superstitious bullshit. That is, until things started happening. Now, the Walled City's always been its own kind of hell. But these last few months somehow, things started getting worse. People got more aggressive, others started to spiral emotionally, and our dreams grew more intense, more frightening. It's the Yama Kings, we're sure of it. They're going to destroy our souls and eat our bodies. We have to leave, but there's so many people who can't. I just wish we could take them all, Aaron. A small tremble shakes his willowy frame. Impossible, Lorne. Most we can do is save ourselves. Let's just concentrate on getting out of this alive, okay? Aaron returns his hard gaze to you. So now you know monsters, Yama Kings, are descending upon us from their ethereal thrones, coming to rip our essences apart. The sooner we get out of here, the better. I understand there's something dark at work in the Walled City, and you are wise for wanting to get out of here, but you better get out of here soon, as things are really starting to heat up. Lorne looks at Aaron, fear in his eyes. Yes, soon. My sister's ready whenever we are. We'll go now. Aaron gives him a curt nod. Alright, we'll make plans right away. Thanks, stranger. Yeah, you better get the hell out of here. Triad Enforcer. One of Kindly's enforcers bars the path from the Walled City into Hioi, blocking the walkway with his body. A woman in a ragged shawl stands in front of him, her hands clasped, begging to be let through. He doesn't move. Please, you have to let me through. My husband and children are already in Hioi. I need to meet them. I have to... Nice try, but back off. You don't get in here. Nobody else does. Come on, man. Let her through. One more person in Hioi won't hurt anything. This isn't my decision. Auntie Cheng gave orders, besides which there are 100,000 other beggars behind who just love to get in here. They've been banging at the gates all day. You think I should let them all through? Yeah. Yeah, let them all out. Just let them all out. First of all, if there's 100,000 of them, what are you gonna do? Hold them all back by yourself? Secondly, just let them all out. Just let them flood into Hong Kong. I don't care if you help them or not, just please help me. Think of my family. I don't know your family, woman. You probably don't even have one. I, on the other hand, do have people in Hioi, and if I disobey Auntie Cheng, what happens to them won't be pretty. Why does Auntie care about the refugees passing through Hioi? If they were content to pass through, she probably wouldn't, but that isn't what these people do. They get out and they try to stay here. No, they won't. This is way too close to the Walled City for them to be safe here. With everything that's going down, the last thing that Kanye wants to have to worry about is the population of Hioi suddenly tripling. So we aren't taking anybody, period. The refugee's tear-streaked face twists into a snarl. Pig bastard, you won't let me through? I'll come back with so many others that you can't hope to stop us. We can't stay in the Walled City, not with what's coming. We won't. Yeah, exactly. How many are you gonna stop? You be my guest, woman. Bring as many friends as you like. He pats a conspicuous bulge under his jacket. I'll make sure to have a bullet for each of you. I don't think you understand? You are one person, and you have one weapon, and there's like hundreds of them? I don't think you understand how the math works, brother. How many bullets do you have in that thing? 10? 20? Math. We can't talk to anybody in here except the family. Alright, there's nothing in here. Hey, Maximum Law. How do you feel about the storm, huh? Alright, so these guys really don't have anything to say. We have to go chat with Kindly. But I'm not gonna do it just yet. In fact, I need to take a break. Let me check the pay data. I mean, I understand that there's a limit to how much dialogue you can put into a game. But the fact that like these guys don't seem aware of what's going on is a little strange. What about these guys? Oh, this is new, right? You approach the small landing and something immediately feels off. The normal energy surrounding the podium is different, tense. The three men are gathered close together, hunched over the go board and murmuring in low voices. You realize that no one is playing. The pieces are set and it looks like a game's in progress, but something else has the player's rapt attention. Suddenly, Lau seems distracted. He straightens up and his hands reach around to press on the small of his back. He seems surprised by something and his hands quickly fall to his sides. Lau looks away from his companions and sees you watching them. He signals for you to move closer. Oh, just what we need. Jin rubs his temples in an exaggerated display. Shu's eyes eagerly seek you out and land on your face with silent relief. He gives you a shy smile. Welcome back, SCKC. Just wanted to check in, maybe talk more about the dreams. Hey, you guys should get out of here. An eerie mood sweeps over the three men, their previous energy replaced with uncomfortable stillness. The men's mood appears to shift between fear and sadness. A silent minute passes before Lau speaks. I'm surprised that you haven't heard. These dreams have taken a local man's life. I know, I was there. Why else do you think I came here? Had to check to see how you dreamers are doing. Your kindness is appreciated. We're all doing well enough, though we're struggling with this new reality the dreams have presented us. It must have been something horrific to witness that man's death. To think he likely had this whole life in front of him. And just like that, he's destroyed by his dreams. Lau's face remains a mask of placidity, but his dark eyes betray his distress. We'd all do well to remember that this world is filled with dangers. For many of us outside the walled city, it can be easy to forget threats beyond sickness and age. Threats beyond sickness and age. Jin and Shu nod grimly to themselves. Shu picks up on the subject. News of the walled city often falls on ears deaf to its blights. Very few people from outside the city care about what happens beyond its walls. Behind its walls. But as of late, it's become harder to ignore. People are starting to see the city. And it's a damn wretched sight. There's a darkness living in the heart of that place, and it isn't content to remain where it is. It's reached its toxic hands over the city's walls, and is now poisoning us outsiders, even killing us. The attack was subtle. It infected us through our dreams, and now... Lau raises his right hand, opens and closes it. He turns it over and stares at the veins snaked beneath the skin's surface. We are changing. Oh, real? What does Lau know? I feel it as well, Master Lau. Different somehow. Jin smashes his fist onto the gold board, disturbing the tiny stones. That slum should have been bulldozed years ago. Maybe. How's it changing you? Shu's voice is sad but soothing. You know well as I that such a thing isn't possible. People live there, tens of thousands of them. Where would they go? Somewhere else. He sighs. I feel it too, the change, but what we are changing into I don't know. It's just like in my dream. We are sitting on the threshold of something great, great and terrible. SCKC, if you can get to the bottom of this, there'll be more than just us Go players eager to thank you, but please hurry. I'll do everything I can, hang in there. You're changing? You're changing? You're changing. Okay. Oh, we can't go back here. We can't- wait. Wait, I can't- alright, we can't go back there. The game... We're only going forward, we're not going backwards. But I want to take a break here, though. Alright, I'm gonna take a break here, save the game. When we come back, we walk inside the Mahjong parlor. Save the game, create new save. I'll see you next time.